Here is a program for you to examine carefully and then answer two questions. The first one, will it compile correctly? Will it produce any errors during compilation? And the second, if not, if everything is fine during compilation, what will the output be? This is a good time for you to pause the video and after you have answered these questions to the best of your ability, come back and see the answers. Let's first make sure that we understand what is written, what our goal is at least. We are declaring two variables, b and t, both of them are of type byte, and we are initializing them to the value 127, the value minus 128 respectively. Now, for both of them we have a print statement, for each of them we have a print statement. This is a character that we have mentioned in the slides before. It's the new line character. So the first thing that will happen when the print line prints this character is that we will see an empty line in the output. And then we print the string 127 plus 1 is equal to, and we expect 127 plus 1 to have the result into plus plus b. So we want to increase the value of b by 1. The value of b, the initial value is 127. Now on the second print statement, we say again, we print the string minus 128 minus 1 is equal to, and we expect that minus minus t will be the result we're looking for, because t has the initial value minus 128 and we're decreasing its value by 1. And then also another new line character at the very end. So that's all we're doing. Since you have already formed your own opinion on what will happen here, let me show you that compilation will produce no errors. The program is correct syntactically, as we say. So let's see what will happen when we actually run the program. Is this the output you had in mind? If not, then again it's a good time to pause the video and think again what might have happened. Now, the two lines that you see, the two empty lines, again they are a result of the two new line characters. The first empty line is because of the very first new line character. The last empty line that we see on the output is because of the last new line character. Okay, so if this is not the result that you expect, probably the first thing that will come to mind is, okay, did I mess up at the way that I wrote the print line statements? Did I, for example, mix the variables? Where I should have written b, I wrote t, and so forth. If you examine correctly the print line statements, you will see that we have not made such a mistake. b is 127 plus b might be what we expect as 127 plus 1. Similarly for t. So what is happening here? The answer lies to what we mentioned in topic 1 when we were talking about surprises with a binary system, and particular surprises called underflow and overflow. If you don't remember that, it's a good time to go and revise that material. So the key to understand what is happening here is the fact that b and t are declared as bytes. So the length that they have, each of them, is 8 bits. What is the largest number we can represent with 8 bits if we are using the 2's complement, which is what the machine is using? The largest positive number we can represent is 2 to the power of 7 minus 1, 127, while the largest or the most negative number we can represent is minus 2 to the power of 7, minus 128. In other words, the values that we initialize the two variables is the maximum positive and the lowest, the maximum as for the actual magnitude of it, negative value. when we try to add 1 to the maximum positive value, that number that we want to be able to represent, 128, it is not in the possibilities, in the possible representations with 8 bits. It cannot be represented with 8 bits in the 2's complement system. So what will happen is that we will add 1 to 127, and if we do the binary addition, we take the binary representation for 127, which is 0 with the rest 7 bits 1, and add 1 to that, the resulting binary number will be the number that has a leading 1 and the rest 7 bits are 0. And that is the representation for minus 128. This is why we get minus 128 here. And the similar reason for underflow. So here we will have what will happen when we add 1 to B, it will be overflow. What will happen when we add 1 to minus, when 128 will be underflow. Again, if you see the representation for minus 128 in the binary, you will see that when we add 1, we go to the greatest positive value.